Haggis is
Not.
I have no idea who she's talking about.
hag.
That female
I
person.
said, you've been hag. You've been bamboozled. You've
Your car almost
been
got blew up.
hoodwinked.
Well, your car
Oh
was
my
set on
god.
fire,
I
and your husband could have been in the car asleep. Let's just say the car really did get set on fire, and it was an accident. Let's just say, like I think Dominique said, they were driving, the engine burnt, and the car caught on fire for whatever happened. Let's say it wasn't nothing malicious. Your husband could have literally fallen asleep in that car. And you still talking negative about other people? Didn't you just get detained at the airport in Chicago last week? And weren't you just in a mental hospital 2 weeks ago? Excuse me. I'm trying to understand. Like, they say that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Wouldn't you want to start talking better about people when your husband, who has no money to leave you, could have lost his life this morning? Let's just say Clive Davis and Betty White got together and they decided to blow up your husband's car, his Kia. Wouldn't you be a little bit more quiet? Wouldn't something, you wouldn't be laughing and joking about a woman whose husband is crippled when your husband could have been dead? And you talking about eating, enjoying a little girl, when all of that and that drama that you caused that night because you couldn't keep your fucking mouth to yourself, literally, which seems to be your Achilles heel, is your mouth. But we've all been there. Fortunately, you are a cautionary tale, and I applaud you for being that because I learned from your lessons. You caused all of that, just like you caused all that shit at the barber shop because you had a nigga around that wasn't supposed to be around. Here you go with a whole nother bitch. Kissing a bitch, a young bitch. Just like before, upset your husband, disrespected him. And because he called you and apologized, he had to, if everything we're saying is true, because he called you and apologized, he came back home. But if he had the same amount of pride you had, let's just say everything we're saying about what happened is true. If he had the pride you had, he could have stayed in that car and it would have got blewed up because Joan Rivers put a bomb in it. Her and Johnny Walker Red, you know, you don't feel any type of way about that. You laughing and joking about a woman and her husband, calling them names and saying they look like they dead when your husband could have been dead behind your fucking shit. Some things just don't make sense to me.